Hi, Thomas Singh here. You may remember me from videos such as I have the Power DCS lithium install and also how to rebuild your swivel hubs. In this video I got this new bad boy here. It's called an MLT Switchmaster. What this allows you to do is use the iPhone app to turn on and off fridges, lights, etc. You don't have to use relays at all. It makes it super simple setup. Stick around and check out how to do it. Alright, so I'm almost done now. I spent most of the day rerouting wiring, being an old setup and trying to make it all work. Now, I've done a fair bit of cleaning up as well. Most of the stuff, old stuff that I'm not going to be using has been removed. There's a few wires going up along in the roof lining and that if I ever pull the roof out, that's when I'll get around to ripping those out. But until then, I'm going to leave them there. Even the switches that I was using, I've left them up there. By the time you've got all your wiring and all that sorted out, it'll be definitely a lot easier if you've got a new system that you're actually using. In the canopy, it's going to be a lot easier because I've left a lot of everything long and just got one of these fuse panels dodgily hooked up to everything. So, but in this case, it's a little bit different. I had to obviously do a lot more work. You can see here that it's all bolted in, so I've chosen the spot, worked out where it's going to work well for me. So the next bit of this will be to actually hook up the negative and positive. Now, I'm not sure on the version 2, but I know on the version 1, you have to make sure that you put the positive on the right terminal here, otherwise you'll fry the board. I believe the U version 2 ones, you won't fry the board. There's a lot more, say, dumbing down has gone into. Oh, also another important thing with this, it's recommended that you use a isolation switch, so one of the big switches. If you don't know what that is, I'll throw a picture right here for you guys. In my case, I don't need to do that. I've got a Victron smart battery disconnect, so when my voltage hits a certain length, down to a certain period, then it'll automatically shut this down anyway. Plus I've also got the circuit breaker there as well that I can always use. So definitely make sure you do throw that in, and make sure you do fuse your positive wire. That is very important. This is also not connected to the power just yet. That'll be the last thing I'll do. Alright, so the next step will be to hook up my lights on top of my roof rack, because that's what I'm connecting to this. I am also going to do my water pump and fridge, but you guys don't need to see everything. So first bit will be just pull one of these out. Take note which side's negative and which side's positive, obviously. All that you need to do is throw him in there. Now the beauty of this as well is the fact that you don't need to run the relays. As you said on the floor before, my relay's sitting on the ground, or relay cradles, so it just takes a lot of wiring, a lot of thinking, a lot of piss farting around out of the equation of actually setting up your 12 volt system. If this was a U12 volt system, this would just make things a lot easier. Yes, I have got still this, but this is just everything that I do want permanently on all the time. So that's obviously going to be my UHF, which I could even throw that on here as well. My spotlights, LED light bar, and a couple other little things there. Alright, so that's that one done. We might do the next one. So another little bit of excess wire. Just going to take the ends off. You don't need a lot of wire as well for these. Okay, well that's all hooked up now. I'll just put the cover back on. Okay, I run to the front of the car, whack my fuse back in, and we'll see how she fires up. Alright, so they're on the off position now. They were on. I'll grab the trusty iPhone app. Okay, this is where we take a look at the brains of the operation here with the Switchmaster, and that's the app. So we're just going into it. We're going to open up, connect to the Bluetooth. As you can see, you got your connection and the password already listed up there on the screen, which is just 123456. Waiting for it to pair. Successfully pair. So you're going to the next stage where you're actually going to name your actual Switchmaster. So let's say you got two of them. You can tell the difference which one you're going to connect to. In my case, I will have two. I've got one for the canopy and one for the car. So that's why I'm naming this one MLT Cab. Click Next. You can set your password again, so your PIN code. So what this allows you to do is to stop anybody from actually getting into your system and changing stuff around on you. As you can see, I've just left that as a default. The Wi-Fi password as well, I've just done it as 123456 and then 123456 again. So yeah, right now it's just showing me that that's all set up. And we're going on to the next stage, which is going to be the whole labelling of everything. So here we go. This is the labelling of everything, so you can actually see what switch is what. As you can see, I've already got a few labels down there and also a couple of pictures. So just off going from the top, passenger side lights, fridge and water pump. I'm going to do the driver's side work lights now. So we just click on a little edit thing on the top corner there. You can get rid of the switch 1 writing and then obviously put in whatever you want. In my case, it's driver's work lights. Scroll down. Now this is a pretty important section. You can actually set what kind of voltages you want. So let's say you get down to, in this case, 7 volts, which you shouldn't let a battery get down that low. It will automatically turn that switch off and everything else there. So it's like a fail safe that you're never going to end up with a flat battery or damage your battery. Just below there, you got the switch image. So you just click on the edit of that. You can see me just coming up here to take a photo of the actual light at the moment. Photo taken. And now we just go through to just crop that down a bit. So this is very handy, so you don't even have to look, you can just read, so you don't even have to read, you can just look and just bang. You can, you know, which switch you're turning on and off. You can also see there on the right hand side, you can also lock. I've done it with the fridge. I've actually locked that switch on, so there's no mishaps that of turning off the actual switch itself, which is very handy to have. So it's been installed, which I'll take you through. Also now I've also taken you through on the setup of the app. Now it's time to give it a little bit of the real world testing. We'll go to the MLT Industries app. It's connected right now, and we'll go to the passenger side. Booyah, works straight away. I have done a little bit of range test with it. Given the fact that it is installed on the driver's side, this is the passenger side, and behind the back seat, that does dampen the Bluetooth range a fair bit, which you can imagine. But I get around about 10 meters where I can actually still turn on and off my lights. With this door open, I do get probably about 3 house blocks, so the frontage is there. So I've taken you through everything. Fantastic product. I've actually been trialing it for a few months now and done, I think, about 4 camping trips. It hasn't let me down so far. I do have a little bit of problem with the voltage cutoff. I did not realising how to set that up, but obviously now that I've turned that completely off, I don't have a problem at all. I've got shitloads of power here anyway. I've got 2 lithiums underneath the hood and 200 amp lithium in the canopy. So stay tuned. There is a Switchmaster Maxi, so that's a big 8 channel, so that will be coming in the future. I'm still waiting for that to rock up. It's only a couple months away, I believe, So stay tuned, I'll do an install video on that, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.